Welcome to All That Triggers. We are your hosts, Sarah Jane
and Zoe. We are two Melbourne mamas who have turned our low-key car therapy conversations into a supportive, informative, and at times cynical podcast.
We are of the mindset, if you don't laugh, you'll absolutely fucking cry. So while this will be an enlightening platform to discuss all things infertility like mature adults, we won't hold back.
We share a deep love of inappropriate memes. Of course, we are both reproductively challenged
And slightly unstable.
and there will be plenty of laughs. Some tears, well, actually lots. Our episodes will include expert and celebrity interviews.
As well as interviews with other people like you and me. But most importantly, a deep understanding. We've got you.
Season 2, take 2.
We're back.
We're back.
I've missed you.
I have missed you so much. It has been, I haven't looked. How long has it been?
Well, it was, when did I start my job? That was in July. So before then.
Just before that.
Yeah. In fact, was it? Yes, it was.
It was because you made, I think, an announcement about it.
So 6 or 7 months.
6 and 7 months. We started season 2 and I think there was like 2 episodes and we went back to COVID life.
Yeah, it was back in lockdown, weren't we?
And lockdown is usually when we do the best performance. Like we've, but not this time.
I was a big grown up working. So
You were working. I was in a hole and it was,
a nice little hole.
It was the best little hole.
Little Johnny.
Enjoyed my bubble. As bad as COVID was, it was shit.
Yep.
And lots of shit things happened, but I'm really grateful for it.
Yeah.
I loved it. I loved not doing anything. I loved being able to spend all the time with both of them.
Yep.
When am I ever going to be able to do that?
Yeah, that's what I've heard a lot of people say. But it's weird. I actually can't remember.
Life.
It's like I've gone into like post-traumatic stress. Like I actually can't remember lockdown now. And I don't know whether because it was traumatic. It's like I've just like suppressed that memory.
You hated it?
Well, there was a lot going on in the last lockdown, but we'll get to that.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I think,
Yeah. Yours was a roller coaster.
yeah. But I didn't mind the first 2. I don't know.
Yeah.
How many did we get up to? 5
25.
or 6? 25. But yeah, there were parts about it I liked for sure. I mean, I miss my walking. But
Yeah.
Shopping was a pain in the bum. So I
loved online shopping. Not that I did a lot.
I like online.
Yeah.
But like for household stuff, that was a nightmare.
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know what I was thinking the other day? So in the last few days, I've started listening to our episodes again.
How was that?
Who does that? Does
Not
anybody else
me,
listen to
no.
their own? I'm obsessed.
I've heard
It's because I missed it so much. I
I
knew it was
did.
coming. I was like, I need to hear us again. And there's, I was just thinking back to all the times we record. Now, we both prefer our left side.
Well, can't you see? I'm
But I
kind
was
of
like-
like
Hi. But I was remembering back. I'm like, I always sit on the left. So do you know I have a problem with being on the left? I have an issue with being on the
No.
left.
Is
So
that
I
some
sleep on the
kind of-
left-hand side of the bed. I sit in the left-hand side of the taxi. So if I'm ever getting in a car with someone like an Uber, I'll always wait.
why?
I don't know. I have to be on the left. It's like a weird tick. Like
Is
in the
it-
cinema, at the tennis,
Is
everything.
it because you want the person looking at your
No,
left
because they're
side?
actually looking at my ugly side.
Oh,
So it doesn't make any sense. I just need to be on the left. It's a weird thing.
that is
Left-hand
really
side of the
weird.
bathroom, I just left.
No!
Yep. I'm weird with sinks even.
Well, it's funny because I reckon you work from the right side of your brain.
What side's that?
The more
think I'd work from any
artistic
side.
is left.
Oh, but I'm not right.
What do you mean?
That's like maths and science, isn't it?
No,
And
but
music.
it's structure. It's like
Oh,
black and white.
okay.
I think that's yeah.
There you go.
It's really
So in theme with the tennis, you know how did you watch the tennis this year?
love the tennis.
Loved it. Actually, I saw Barty in the semi-finals. That was amazing. Bit of choked up. you
Yeah,
know, bit of
yeah. So
Aussie
proud.
pride.
So proud.
I remember watching Nadal. You know, he's so OCD with his things
Yeah,
he does.
yeah,
And I was
yeah.
like, oh my God, that's me.
Yeah.
I'm like the Nadal of podcasts. I need to, I'm not that good, but you know, I need to be on the left. I've got my things
Is
where I need to
is it some kind of like
tick. Like, I don't know. It's like an OCD thing, I think.
Okay.
But he does it every time. And I heard
Yeah.
Jim Courier saying when they started timing them before they serve and they were running out of time and they were
Oh.
getting warnings for taking too long.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were saying he was running out of time and having to rush that routine. So even, I don't know if you watched him, because he was so hot.
Yeah.
He was wiping himself down with the towel, and even how he would lay it, I would watch him. It had to be perfect, the way he would reset it.
gives
His
me
drink
anxiety.
bottles always had to be the same way. Like
I'd be
he's
just throwing it.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't be that crazy, but really interesting.
He looks different.
He's lost a lot of hair. I was like, shave it off. Just shave it off.
I was just like, he has lost it. But even his face, something just looks different.
Well, he just had COVID. And I think
I
he's
had
just
COVID.
looking... Yeah, you
I
look
didn't
great.
lose weight. I wish I lost the weight.
Well, he had been... Didn't he have an injury? I think he was unsure if he'd play or not.
I don't know.
But yeah, he did look like he had lost a bit of... I saw photos they were flashing back to, and he was definitely more built.
Yeah.
And it's funny. Have you noticed the tennis players have got the really skinny arm compared to their other
No.
arm? Have you ever looked at Roger Federer's arms?
Never.
Look at them.
Okay.
They're they're like two different people.
Oh my God.
And in fact, Berrettini, can we talk about Berrettini?
Okay, when I was watching him, I was like, I've got to remember his name because we did speak
Yes.
that we were going to be doing the podcast. And I was like, I've got to remember his name because I've got to bring him up because I just like tennis so much more this time.
Yeah. It's like finally a hot
Jim was
player.
like, can we watch it? I'm like, yeah, sure, let's watch it. Yeah, he was,
Nice easy on the eye.
easy to watch.
Yeah. So he's got it too. He's got like one
Oh.
skinny arm. It's the arm they serve with.
Don't tell me that.
Yeah, I know.
I
I'm
don't
like,
want to know one.
too skinny for me.
Yeah.
But yeah, I had the tennis. Sorry, I'm just going to go back to my
That's all
screen
right.
because it keeps locking.
We're
But yeah, we're back.
back.
I missed you.
I missed you so much.
In fact, we got here this morning and we were talking and we were like, I need
I don't
to
know
stop
what
talking.
to do. What's
no, we need to
oh,
stop
yeah.
talking because
I was like, I don't even know how to set this all up.
Yes, well.
I want to tell you though, during lockdown, we ended up going. First of all,
yes.
Donnie is 1 tomorrow.
Oh, it's tomorrow.
It's tomorrow.
Oh my god.
He's 1 from conception when we started
Oh,
this.
so he's basically 18
25 again. No, but can you believe it? 1. Where's that time gone?
and he's already walking.
he's walking. He's
Ridiculous.
into everything. He had a bit of an injury the other day, but he's fine.
I feel like that's like a boy injury. They just constantly got
psychos.
like
Yeah.
yeah.
We ended up going to sleep school.
Yes, I
You
came to
came,
visit.
you brought me the Jewish bread. What's it called?
Challah.
I've got no
know
idea.
if I'm
It was
pronouncing that
really
right,
good, but
excuse me.
we're in lockdown, so I had to
Yes.
sneak out to you to grab
Right, illegal,
yeah.
illegal transport of
Yeah.
food.
But can I tell you, that's changed my life.
Oh, I told you it would change your life.
You did, and a lot of people told me, and I
That-
didn't believe it.
Meredith cheese.
I
will
was
change
always
your life
onto
as
Meredith
well.
cheese. That's
Yes.
fine, but can you believe it?
It's bad.
He has slept through since the day we
Oh, I thought you
got
meant the
there.
bread.
Oh, no, the bread was good. It reminds me of a few other breads, but
Yeah.
that was good.
Okay.
But sleep
Oh, well, that will change your life as well as the bread. Yeah.
together.
I'm so glad he's been sleeping through.
Yeah.
Max has been a bit of a.
Shit.
He's gone backwards. He's gone into a bed.
Oh,
You know,
that's
it's
hard.
like-
yeah.
All different. It's never. It doesn't get easier, right?
No.
It just changes the obstacles and
Yeah.
yeah. But that's good.
Yeah.
I love
But-
how we say that now. Touch wood, because he'll be up tonight.
Well, like I said, it's been 5 months.
Yep.
And he has slept through every single night. I have to admit, before I went, I was very skeptical.
Yeah.
I mean, I knew people who went with when William was a baby, and I was like, no, I can't go. I'm not going to
Yep.
go. Won't do it to him. Now I'm like,
And in fact, you were hesitant about this particular place.
Yes.
Just because of their
approach.
yeah.
I was scared. I was
Yeah.
like, I don't want him screaming. He didn't.
No.
Like, literally, the first night he slept through, he may have grizzled a little bit, and he was like,
Isn't it?
yeah, it's changed.
Do you know what I think in terms of sleep? We actually all know what to do, but because it's our child, like I feel like
Exactly
I could have
right.
come over and probably just
Yeah,
done it.
yeah.
You know, but when it's your child and it's their cry, it's
Yeah.
completely different because it hits you on some.
course.
Oh, yeah.
I could not, and this is what I said to them, I can't break the cycle. I
Yep.
needed someone to do it because he would,
Yes.
with William, he would co-sleep. So
Yep.
he would sleep in my bed and it was fine. And
Yep.
I loved it.
Yep.
Donnie hated sleeping in my bed.
Yep.
Every time I would turn, he would wake and then I'd have to settle him by feeding
Yeah.
him on the boob. So it was just, anyway, it was just great. That's all I want
Yep.
to say.
Yep.
Probably helped COVID as well because
Yep.
I was loving life.
Yeah. And he was actually. And what about like napping days? Is he a good sleeper during the day?
Yeah, 2 hours in the morning, 2 hours in the afternoon.
Wow.
He's not always,
Yep.
but he won't fight. Like if he's really bad, I'll just get him up and he goes back. Like
Yeah.
it's a miracle.
And in fact, he's now coming up to the age where he'll probably start to transition to one sleep.
No,
13,
I
14
think,
months?
No.
Oh.
I think it's way further than that.
Really?
Yeah.
I can't remember.
Yeah.
It's too long ago.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
we
yeah,
dropped the
it's
day sleep a while ago. It's a sad day.
It is and it's not. You
Well,
can
it makes
do
things
more.
easier. You
Yeah.
can do more, but then
Yeah.
they get crabby and then they fall asleep at like 4 or 5. It's
Yeah.
like,
Stay awake. Toothpicks. Like
I know. I feel like I want to get one of those water bottles and just like squirt him in the car sometime.
that's a great idea, actually.
Animal cruelty, but that's fine.
Can I just tell you something funny?
Yes.
Just because it's up here. And I said it the other day, talking about sleep. Donnie wasn't going to sleep for some reason. He was just
Yeah.
being a miserable. He's teething. So we got him back up and it was time for William to go to bed.
Yeah.
And William, first time ever, was like, no, why does he get to stay up
Oh.
and I get to whatever. By the end of it, he goes, why is Donnie stealing my fun? Stealing his fun?
gosh.
We're like, what fun? He's walking around in the thing, you know. It was
What do you
just
think
funny.
you're all doing when he goes to bed?
Having a
Just
party.
Having a party.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was just very funny.
Aw. But he's loving him and he's probably more
Love
interactive
him.
now. And
Oh, picks
Yeah.
him up, like looks after him.
when they're little babies, it's hard.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I think that's why some parents probably, particularly fathers, I don't know, I'm totally typecasting, but like struggle with that bond when the babies are just like
Well,
little
they're
blobs.
They don't do
Yeah.
much.
Once they start to interact and smile and
Yeah.
crawl and move
Yeah.
and all the cooing and all that sort of stuff, I think
Yeah.
that's when the bond, especially with Mia, I think she started to have more fun with Max once he was more active.
Well, they do.
Yeah.
I also do think, and I said this to you, the age gap between
Yeah.
Donnie and William is the best.
Yep.
Like,
And I think that's probably a huge concern for a lot of people,
massive.
particularly with secondary infertility.
I think so. I think
Yeah.
people are worried, thinking, oh, it's a huge gap.
Yep.
Am I doing the right thing? But even so, if you think about it, if someone had a child in between, say you have 3 kids, the first
This
and
is
the
still that
second's
age
always
gap.
going to have roughly a 6, 7, 8
Yeah.
year gap.
Yeah.
It's the best. Like,
Yep.
he does so much for us.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think, it's easy to say, but I think that was a concern for me. But then I realised, we would have had a 2-year age gap with Charlotte and Mia, but then it was sort of like, well, it is what it is,
Yeah.
right? Like, I'm not going to put any more pressure on myself. It's
Yeah.
hard enough. It was hard enough to conceive that, I'm
Yeah,
not going to
yeah,
add that in.
no.
It's like, it is what it is.
But people
And
do. They worry about
I know,
age.
but
They
there's
shouldn't.
pros and cons to every
Yeah,
age
yeah,
gap.
I agree.
So
Yeah.
it's,
Yeah.
neither here nor there, but...
My point, don't worry about it if that is a
I agree.
concern, because it's the best.
Well, it's out of your control.
yeah, exactly. Exactly.
So
Do what you got
there's
to
no
do.
point worrying about it too much.
What else can we chat about?
Well, life
Oh,
update.
oh my God, yes. I think you've got a lot to say. I've sat here. Let's hear about your.
It's been
I
a
don't know what to say.
fun 7 months.
Can you just start wherever you want to start and say whatever you want to say?
I'm going to keep it simple. I've separated from my husband.
Do you know I actually had people messaging me asking me?
You're kidding.
No, I think maybe it was just something that you kind of like. Maybe I don't know. Maybe because
Do they people that know me or?
No.
Strange. Okay, that's fine. Put yourself out there. People are going to talk, right? Yes. So we separated in July of last year, officially, and I'm now living in a suburb close enough to school. I've moved out of where I was living. I'm in an apartment. Super safe, happy, loving it. It's kind of been shit show after shit show with everything that's going on, which I'm not going to go into maybe at some point. But yeah, it's I've got the kids with me 24/7, which is tough, but loving it. I think it was really tough at the start. This sort of happened late December, and I was just exhausted. I had no help. Was doing it all by myself. School was off, school holidays. I was just like, how am I going to do this? I don't have a lot of help. We've got our amazing Donna that helps
I
1 or
love
2
Donna.
days a week. I love Donna.
I really do. She's beautiful.
But she'd sort of had some time off, and then her dad was very unwell, who unfortunately just passed. So yeah, it was a tough month. But now I feel like we're finding our groove. School's back. They've got that routine, that structure. And yeah, we're all doing really well. So
Look, they say separation, divorce, whatever it is,
yeah,
is up there with death. Because it is a form of grief. You're grieving. How are you doing
Well, this
it?
is the problem, and this is what I worry about later on. I don't think I have grieved. And obviously I'm
don't?
not going to go into
No.
all of it. I mean, you know everything.
Yeah.
But just with some of the things that have happened since, it's just been so dramatic that I haven't had time to grieve.
Yeah, yeah.
And there are moments...
You're like a duck, you know, that's just
I'm
pedaling
just
like
underneath,
but
pedaling
you're floating.
because I'm going to fall over and it's all going to crash.
Yeah.
But I think I'd done a lot of grieving while I was still married.
Yeah, yeah.
To be honest.
Yeah. But that's usually the case with
Yeah,
most things.
you've kind of checked out long before
Yeah.
you check out. And yeah, I mean, I'm not going to get on here and slam Richard. I mean, I could. That could be a whole season. But he's the father of my children, and I'm just going to try and hold my head high and carry on. But yeah, it has been really hard. But I do worry about that. I think I said it to you on the phone the other day. I haven't grieved. And I do have moments, you know, like in your phone, like things will flash up from years ago.
Past,
and,
yeah.
you know, it wasn't all shit.
But you always romanticize the
Of course,
good once it's over.
when every relationship ends, you just remember the good bits.
Yeah,
And it's like, and that's where I have to be, you know, a friend of mine told me to start journaling, because you've got to remember how you were feeling on those days when it was terrible, because you do. Your brain, as you know, a protective coping mechanism, takes you back to those, and you start questioning, what have I done?
Yeah.
Have I done the right thing? But yeah, I probably need to start seeing Renee again soon.
Yeah.
I think it's just been too much. There's just too much happening. Like every second day there's a different update, and it's exhausting. And I think sometimes when you've got so much going on in your head, it's quite overwhelming to then just articulate simply what the issue is right at that moment. And I think because there's anger, and there's obviously, you know, divorce is ugly and messy, and I think that's taking away from the sadness. And I think my mum actually worded it really well. She said, you're not sad it ended, you're sad it didn't work.
Yeah.
And that was a really good way.
Yeah.
I keep coming back to. I'm like, no, it's okay to still feel sad
Yeah,
sometimes.
of course.
We
You
did
should
have
feel
some
it,
great
yeah.
times. You know, I thought I married the love of my life.
At the time you
And he
did.
was.
Yeah.
At that
Yeah,
time.
yeah.
And I don't regret anything. We have 2 beautiful children. We had a lot of good memories. I do think, I was saying this to you before, I feel I'm not lonely anymore. I'm alone, but I'm not lonely.
Yeah.
Whereas I felt, you know, I was in an unhappy
That's a
marriage.
very common
and
thing.
I felt very lonely.
Yeah.
And it is actually nothing worse
Yeah.
than being, it's awful.
Yeah. Being
You
with
know?
someone but feeling more alone
Yeah.
than being on your own.
Yeah.
Really. Yeah.
And even though, you know, just with being a solo parent and you know, it is much more difficult in terms of being hands-on, you know, even just activities and things like that. I've got to drag Max everywhere. He can't do as much because I've got to, you know, I don't have that support at home, like another set of hands.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So that makes it difficult. But again, you know, we've just kind of found our rhythm. But yeah, we'll get there. And maybe one day I can talk about everything. But right now, just
Yeah.
do the right thing, keep my mouth closed.
All you can do.
I'm not normally very good at that, but
Yeah, but we don't want more drama at this point.
No.
Let it fizzle a little bit.
exactly. What else? Gosh,
Can I
No.
tell
yeah.
you something new that I've been doing? I think I told you. I have been seeing a health coach.
No, you didn't tell me this.
Did I tell you?
What's a health coach?
Okay, so I have been following this girl for years. I've known her. She was actually a model.
Yep.
And it was probably about 10 years ago. We worked on Scanlon and Theodore for something together.
Yep.
And I've followed her ever since. Anyway, her journey's taken her to training, personal training.
Yep.
She had a studio in like a gym, private gym in Hawthorne. Followed her for ages. And then she's gotten into like more health coaching. So,
What do you define as health coaching now? Like a life coach?
no, someone else said that. I'm like, no.
Yeah, I was like,
Although she does she's really great like that. No, it's more obviously personal training. So it's all exercising and stuff like that.
oh, is this why you were doing weights the other day?
Yes.
We didn't say it was a health coach.
Yeah, it's
You're
through
like,
a
"I'm
health
doing
coach.
weights."
But I do weights. I hate the gym. I'm not a gym person.
So
you know.
why doesn't she call herself a PT?
She was, but now she's very. This is the reason why I went with her, because after all the hormones, after
Yep.
all the injections, I just want to kind of
detox.
Yeah, exactly. So she's really into women's health.
Yep.
And I thought, perfect.
So it's more like overall well-being in terms of health, as in mind, what you're eating.
More what
exercise.
you're eating, exercise,
Yep.
nutrition.
Yep.
So you do a poo test, a stool test. Have you heard of that?
Well, I've heard of them, but I didn't.
Okay, so what she does...
What's she looking for?
Well, listen to this. It's all about obviously she looks at your gut microbiome. So all the bacteria is in your gut.
Oh my gosh.
It is full on, but it's so amazing. So she checks to
That would have
see
been
like,
fun to get.
don't even go there. It was so disgusting. But she's like, have you done it? I'm like, yeah, it was a good one.
On the Bristol poo chart. Yeah. What was it?
It was a 10. Firm. No. Yeah, so she checks like how your pancreas is working, how your...
she does it or it goes to a lab?
Oh, it goes to a lab, but
Yeah.
she interprets it and tells you. Because what they do is they'll see all the bacteria in your stomach, but they take that bacteria, and I hope I'm saying this correctly, and they put it with different things to see what works in killing that bad bacteria.
I thought you'd have good gut bacteria with all your...
Look, I do. It was overall, it was
Maybe you
pretty
need to get back
good.
onto the Yakult. What's that called again? It's a probiotic.
Probiotic.
Yeah.
So overall, it was really good.
Yep.
But the funny thing is, remember how I spoke about my chronic UTIs that I was getting?
Yes.
It came up that there was an overgrowth of bacteria, overgrowth or undergrowth, one of them,
Yeah.
that causes UTIs.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
But so what's the...
So now I've got to take, she's put me on this supplement, whatever that's meant to help for it. But garlic is good for me for killing all the bad stuff.
Well, and you're Greek, so...
Yeah.
well.
Oregano, Greek.
Yeah.
And thyme. It works
Right.
really well in my gut to kill stuff.
Wow.
And I take protein shakes now.
Oh my gosh.
No, I don't have it.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Well, you look amazing.
So I'm like, no, I don't.
Yes. Oh.
I'm like a new woman. I do weights.
How's your poo going?
It's great. But no, I've been really like feeling good.
Wow.
Yeah.
Good. Good for you.
Yeah.
I did a juice cleanse. I got onto them through Whitney. I think it's Green Street Juice or whatever they are in Paran. So expensive. But they are great. Like by day, it's hard at the start. And don't get me wrong, I still break and have chips and eat a few sneaky things. But by day 3, I feel amazing. Because I'm a terrible eater. Like I won't eat until 1 o'clock and then I'll just eat chips or you know, and then your energy's up and down, up and down. But with these, you're constantly, there's like 8 juices. One of them is a bone broth. I can't do it.
Why?
I can't swallow it. I'm like, ugh, I just can't.
Is it the taste or the thought?
It's everything.
Is it the name because they're calling it bone broth?
Yeah, I was talking to a guy in my building. He was in the elevator the other day and he
Were
had
you
the same
holding it?
brand.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, you're doing this. I'm like, I'm doing it. He goes, I just can't do the broth. I'm like, me neither. I can't do it. But they have a really nice vegan soup. No, it's beautiful. And I think it's got a bit of that pepper, that...
cayenne?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, that's good.
Bit of a-
Turmeric. So we've got turmeric. Yeah. Oh, really good.
So very regular on those.
That's good.
Although I do remember the first time I had coffee and ate something after it, I think I had about 3.4 seconds to get to the toilet. I was like, my body's just like, whoa, is this food? Out we come.
Well, it's funny you say that because you know how I quit coffee? The other day I got a coffee
Yeah.
and it was particularly strong. And
What did you get?
what do you mean?
You had coffee this morning.
No, there was decaf, dirty chai.
So it's not a real coffee.
Not real coffee.
Okay.
But let me tell you, the whole day
Dirty
I
chai.
had dirty chai. It's a chai with a shot of
Dirty what?
coffee or decaf
Why is it
coffee.
dirty?
Because it's got the coffee in it.
I'm so confused.
So a chai is normal chai. And
Yeah.
when they call it a dirty chai, it's you've put the shot of coffee in there.
Then why would it be decaf?
Decaf coffee, a shot of decaf coffee.
Oh.
But you can put normal coffee as well.
Oh,
You
okay.
can choose.
Okay,
Like, yeah, everything I get. Yeah.
I'm like, what?
But I
Isn't that
did.
a double negative?
I was like, no, I'll try it. The whole day, my heart was racing.
Yeah.
I was on edge. I was shaking. I'm like, never again. Like, I know that I should not have coffee.
Oh, no, I can't. That's a new...
No, you'll be surprised.
Non-negotiable.
You'll be very surprised.
Really?
Yeah.
I remember I did a detox when I went to like this day spa in Tasmania. I was like coming down. It was horrible. And then
From the
I actually
coffee?
felt, by day 3, I felt amazing.
Oh, you're full of energy. You've got
Yes,
more
But
energy.
it's getting through that
Yeah.
initial, like, I remember when I used to drink a lot of Diet Coke, I would get headaches if I
Yeah.
hadn't that, I was definitely dependent on it.
Well, I remember hearing someone say having coffee is like borrowing energy. You're borrowing energy.
Oh, that's a good way to think
and you
of it.
are, because it gives you a big thing at the start in the morning, and then by the end of the day, you're like,
Well, I know.
I'll just
I mean,
keep
my
having it.
brother-in-law, who's Italian, he has coffees before he goes to bed. I was like, I would literally be bouncing off the walls.
yeah,
I have one in the morning and that's it. I don't actually only have one coffee a day.
that's how I was.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, full on.
At least I've stopped my Red Bull addiction.
Yeah, I know. Had to get you Coke Zero. I'm like,
No, I'm on to Coke No Sugar.
oh, that was Coke No
The
Sugar. I think
new
I got
Coke
you.
No Sugar is
Oh.
so good.
Really?
Because I didn't really used to like Coke because I would drink Diet Coke. But it's actually delicious. It's the new taste.
I would say Coke is better for you than Coke No
Diet
Sugar.
Coke.
No, normal Coke.
No,
Mm-hmm.
so much sugar.
But what they put into it to make up is that
Fine.
fake sugar. For me personally, I would rather be drinking normal Coke than I
Well,
would.
don't they say things like equal and that are actually really bad for fertility as well?
It's a warning. There's a warning at the back
Right.
too. It's not good. That's actually banned
Right.
in a lot of countries.
Wow. Okay.
That AFIS, whatever it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, not good.
Okay. Noted. Oh, I've
Write
locked
that one
myself
down.
out.
That's okay. Yeah. We've got for you dog.
Oh, yeah. No, I'm trying to do a call out for.
I saw this. I'm like, what is she
I
talking
really
about?
miss my dogs. I really miss my 2 dogs.
So they with
um,
Richard?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
You couldn't take them?
I was
You got the
moving to an
kids as well.
apartment
It's
at
too
the
hard
at the
to
time
go
as
yourself.
well,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I think I don't even know if you're allowed dogs, to be honest. And they're really hard
Yeah.
work. But they're coming up to sort of 12, 13 now. So, but yeah, I'm really missing. Not so much now. I've got the kids all the time, but when when we were kind of sharing the kids, I'd really struggle by myself. That's when I noticed their presence. I didn't just having them there, like
Yeah.
it's like someone else is there. You feel less alone. But I really have always wanted a Yorkie. Do you know the Yorkies?
I feel like I do.
They're like quite tiny. Some of them have got really long hair. Some's kind of shorter hair,
I'm gonna
like
Google
black
this
and
now.
gold. They've just got the prettiest.
I don't know
little
why. I
face.
feel like Yorkies reminds me of something like from Charlotte from Sex and the City.
No, she had a King Charles Cavalier,
no.
but it's a dog she would have.
Yeah, okay, let's have a look. Yorkie puppy.
Do you know?
Oh,
her
yeah,
now?
cute.
They're so cute.
Yeah,
Do you know how
cute.
hard they are to get?
Really?
It's like a full underworld club, and it's like they're very protective of who they sell to. Like you've got to know people. like
Oh,
it's one
like
of it's
they've-
one of
yeah,
those
okay.
breeds that's
Yeah,
kind
cute.
of elitist, and that's not why I want it. But I just think they're beautiful.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm having a lot of trouble finding one, and then I started looking.
I'll hook you up.
Really?
No, no,
well,
no.
that's why I'm putting it out. I'm hoping someone knows someone that's got a Yorkie and can get me in. I always wanted a Samoyed.
This is like surrogacy. You know how you're
Yeah.
not allowed to ask
Yeah,
or
I'm like,
anything?
no, I can definitely post it. I was actually going to post it on my She's Sarah Jane. Does anybody
should.
know any Yorkie breeders?
You should.
I would like a Samoyed. I think they're beautiful.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Their poos would be huge though. And I think they're quite high
they
maintenance
these
in terms
dogs?
of brushing. The white ones, the big fluffy.
But can they come in like a golden colour as well?
No, that's a Chow Chow.
No, I've got a
Which I
friend.
also love.
I'm going to find it.
No, Samoyeds
I'll show
are
you.
white. They're like snow dogs.
Okay, let me just show you this one. If he's got it on there. No. I'll
Not
find
the Chow
it. You
Chow
can-
with the blue tongue.
Not the blue tongue, but
Husky? What are you
and
thinking of?
to get his, I think he had to go to Tasmania and fly it over. It was like pretty
Oh,
full
I mean,
on.
Arby, our boy, he came from Perth.
Oh.
That's fine. Like, I'm fine to find a breeder interstate, but they just have to be legit because there's so many scams out
I'll
there.
find. Yeah, and you get worried about who's.
Well, yeah, that's why
Breeding.
they've got to be reputable breeders.
Yeah.
But I'd love a golden retriever as well. You know, they just look happy.
Yeah.
They're just happy. They're like
Yeah.
smiling all the time. But again, in an apartment, I don't think that would be cruel. Whereas a Yorkie's probably more doable.
Am I correct in saying, and I
Mm.
think I have heard that they're actually aggressive?
What?
Golden retrievers can be
No!
aggressive. No, I'm pretty sure
Oh my
it's
gosh.
golden retrievers.
No.
Yeah.
Samoyeds can be, and Huskies.
Nah, I'm pretty sure that it was.
What? No, that's like they're known to be family. Like always, their tails
That's
are
what I
always
thought.
wagging.
Look, we'll find
I've
out.
never seen
This
an
one, this
aggressive
dog.
one. That's a Chow Chow.
Oh, is it a chow chow?
Yeah, that's a Chow
There
Chow.
you go.
They've got
Yeah.
blue tongues.
No, this one doesn't have. I don't think blue tongue.
That's a Chow Chow. It's like a bear.
It's like a bear, but I don't think it's got a blue tongue.
So they're,
Yeah.
where are they from? I think they're from Mongolia. But I've always wanted a Chow Chow. They literally look like actual bears. But apparently their temperament is they don't like children.
Oh, they've
they're
got a baby.
quite, like, yeah, they're very like,
Oh,
yeah, they're not super friendly. I was like, oh, well.
all right. So if anyone can hook Sarah
Yeah,
up with
hook me
a
up.
that'd be great.
That's another thing I want to bring up.
What?
Egg freezing.
What about it?
I think I'm going to freeze my eggs.
Freeze your eggs. Do you know? I think I've even said it in this podcast. You don't freeze your eggs for your husband. You freeze it for your second husband. You freeze your
All
husband.
the fertility clinics out
you
there,
freeze
there's
your
a
husband.
great selling point. Yeah.
You
Well,
freeze your eggs for your second husband.
Well, I'm 36 in March.
Do it. What have you got to lose? Because
Money.
I'll tell you something. Yeah, besides that. But it's insurance.
Yeah.
If you do later want to have it, you've got the option of having...
Oh, 100%. Like I'm pro egg freezing.
do it.
All my girlfriends who are single or
Yeah.
anyone. But I'm 36.
Who
like, they're going to be
cares?
crappy.
Well, I was 36, 37, 38.
See, I probably
39.
should just go and do my AMH. But I've got PCOS.
Yeah, it'll probably come up. I would just freeze your eggs. You're going to get 7,000 in the first go.
God. Yeah,
You're
and
gonna
they'll all be
get-
crap.
Oh, look, just do it. Just do
Yeah.
it.
So that's what I mean, I'm not dying for another baby. Like, if I never had another baby, I'd be fine. But I don't know that I'm done either.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
if I met someone,
You might meet someone who doesn't have kids and they want it and you're happy to have it.
it needs to be soon though,
God,
right?
how
Like,
did
it would
we
need to-
even get to like our last thing? You're married and now we're talking about...
Well, 7 months ago.
I know, but
I
how things
know.
have changed.
I know. But I like the idea of having options,
Yeah.
right? Because then that alleviates any kind of stress and pressure to meet someone. But yeah, I think I would like that option.
Do
if that
it.
was to happen and that the kids were on the table, that I would have that option there,
And it's not a big change for you either because you've been through it.
right? Which is also why I'm
Yeah.
a bit, God, like.
Yeah, but it's different because you're not going to have to go through that second bit, which is the
But
worst.
then I'm going to get nuts and I'm going to want like, oh, is 45 enough?
Yeah.
Is 45 eggs enough?
73.
Like,
I think I need to reach 100.
and then I'll be doing it for a whole year and I'll be broke. But yeah, I think I
Do
reckon
it.
in a month or two, I'll just, once things have calmed down a little bit, hopefully,
Yeah.
and I'm in a better headspace because I'm just not sleeping at the moment. I'm really struggling sort of to manage stress levels and just
Do you
everything.
meditate?
No, my doctor told me that yesterday. I was like, yes, I've downloaded Calm.
It changes, like, you have to do it.
Well, she said you've really got to try and retrain your brain now,
Yes.
particularly with sleep because I'm struggling so much. I know, I'm so highly strung and
Yeah.
I'm one of those people I can keep busy during the day. It's when the kids go down and I'm in bed, my head is just at each other,
Yeah.
like it's just loud.
Yeah.
And I find it really, like I fell asleep at 3 o'clock this morning.
That's
It's
not
exhausting.
good. Do we need to send you to sleep school?
Yes, I have,
Do you know they
for
give
me
you
to sleep, I need air conditioning on every night, pitch black and white noise. Like I am so rigid.
Really?
Yeah, I'm shocking.
I need dark. I need pitch black.
Yes, I was listening to that now. Podcast
Silent.
The other day. No, that's my worst nightmare. Because I want the noise to distract me from my own
Oh my God, you're
Head
like,
noise. burger.
Burger.
We said this in the last podcast.
There you go. Nothing's changed. Burger with his new fancy.
Yes.
Oh
Well,
my
I do
God.
Thunderstorm. He had Rainforest, I think.
I'd like rainforest.
There's all different ones.
Beach. I'd
There's
love
a
the
worm.
beach.
There's a
Nah, I
worm.
don't
That's weird.
Nah, the
There's a
beach.
shh, which I would
Nah.
use for the kids.
Nah, beach.
Yeah, there's all different beaches, like waves crashing and
Yeah.
yeah. So I'm pretty rigid with that. But yeah, I definitely need to. I did download Calm because my girlfriend Alex was like, I think Matthew McConaughey's on there reading like a
Oh,
good night
yeah.
story.
I've
But then I
heard
just
that.
got too interested. I was like,
Yeah.
oh,
Yeah.
this isn't helping me.
Let's stop thinking about it.
Yeah, exactly.
Speaking about Sex and the City,
Oh,
can we talk?
good segue. One word?
No, I'm okay.
Really?
The first episode, I was like, this is not good. Like, especially Charlotte. Oh, something about Charlotte.
Too much. Too much. You need to dial it back a bit.
Too much. The acting's kind of like, I don't
Well, you
know.
never thought they were acting before, right? It was so real
Yeah.
and you believe the characters, whereas I feel now
She's
they're-
trying too hard to be.
Yes,
that
because I feel like
character.
maybe they've fallen out of that rhythm of being that
I agree.
character
But she got better. That's the thing.
throughout the season.
Yeah,
I
I think she got
don't
better.
think I've watched the finale, but I mean, we can't not spoil it,
Yeah.
but
It's been
as
out
in
for
it's been
ages,
out for
like,
ages.
yeah.
But I was super excited. I didn't know how to watch it, so I downloaded Binge, And then
Foxtel. Do you have Foxtel?
No,
No,
not
okay,
where I am
Binge, yeah,
now.
Binge,
So I
yeah.
downloaded Binge, which then I've gone to town on Real Housewives of Beverly Hills,
Oh, I love that too.
which we need to come back to. But I'm going to say disappointing. I was disappointed. I found it very... They were trying to tick all the PC boxes. Oh, my child identifies as a boy, or
In the first half hour of the first
now
show.
Miranda's kissing a lesbian and
Yeah.
smoking dope. And then it was all just so politically correct. And I'm like, but that was why the show was so good, right? As
I
in,
totally
it pushed
agree.
the boundaries.
Yeah.
It was a bit naughty.
Yeah, yeah.
But they saved it. They did it well. It wasn't
Yeah.
offensive, I
No.
don't think. And I understand that we do need to be sensitive to everyone around us for multiple reasons. But it's like,
But then you're bringing attention to it
yeah,
as well.
it's
Like,
just
it's live
keep
like
doing what you were doing.
Yeah.
Like no one was offended, I
Yeah.
don't think.
No.
And in fact celebrated, particularly as a female and being proud of your sexuality
Yeah.
and comfortable with what they talked about. Like that's great, which is also a theme
I
of
agree.
today, right? In terms of a woman should be able to pose in
Yeah.
her bikinis and not feel like that's asking
Yeah,
for
yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
But yeah, I was disappointed.
Yeah, I found it really kind of cringy. Like,
yes.
ugh, every time I heard something, I'm like, another thing, and it
Yeah.
kept going. And then about menopause, and then about,
Yes.
I was like,
I was
give it a
just like, God,
rest.
just chill. Like there's too much
Yeah.
going on.
Yeah,
Just
you
let the
know.
character speak for themselves, kind of thing.
Is it because Samantha's not there?
Definitely a big hole. Can I say though, Kerry's fashion, amazing.
Never disappoints.
Oh my god,
Never.
like- and I swear she's had no Botox.
No,
at
she
all.
has.
Oh, she has.
Oh, for sure she has, but very minimal.
Which is great. I think.
Yeah, I think she'll.
like,
I'm
yeah.
happy with her. I loved it. Did you see when she went to have a cigarette and she was in like she had the rubber gloves on?
I don't
and she
think
had
I've seen that
pink-
episode. Yeah. I don't remember it.
She was going for a walk around.
Oh, is
the
that
block.
back to her old house?
Yeah, and she
Yes,
she had
okay.
the gloves on
Yep.
and she had the headscarf and the glasses, and then she
Yes.
bumped into her new neighbour who's really
Yes.
cool.
Yep.
Yeah, that was really funny.
No, there was a high waisted skirt, like the gingham print or something. That was beautiful.
I can't remember that.
Yeah. Anyway, loving the fashion. But back to Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. So because I hadn't been at home for a while, and for some reason I wasn't getting it on Foxtel because it used to be on Bravo Arena.
Yeah.
And then, so I've missed like the last 5 seasons, which I was obsessed with Real Housewives, and then of Beverly Hills. Anyway, so I watched season 11, which is I think the most recent. Did you watch it? Have you watched it with
I
Kathy
think I have-
Hilton?
When her house, when she goes, was it she building or she went to see someone's house being built? The other blonde, the skinny one. What's her name? She's a bit like
There's lots of blonde, skinny ones.
the one that fights with the leather
Dorit.
pants. No, she was fighting with the leather pants. She goes, "You're jealous. Why would I be jealous of you?"
Sutton.
Sutton.
I
Went to
quite like
Sutton's
Sutton.
house.
Yes, that's
Yeah,
that season.
sorry. Yeah,
Kathy Hilton,
she's the best.
she's so funny.
She is so dark, funny, but
Yes.
like
'Cause
clever.
I can't tell whether she's super ditzy or it's like that's
That's
part
what I
of
like
it.
about it, though.
I'm like, are you actually just...
No, I think she's smart.
Okay, you're actually just... You're laughing
I
at
think
us.
so. Yeah. That's exactly. She's like, I'm going to come in for a little bit,
Yep.
do my little bit, and then
But I just love it. Like, there'd be drama just unfolding at the table and she'd be putting on her lipstick and she'd
Yeah.
totally miss it. And I was like, I love you. I just want a bit
I
of Kathy
do.
Hilton
Yeah.
in me. But just a little bit vacant sometimes.
I do. I agree with you there.
I'm too scared to even comment on Erica Jane. What is she... Like, I feel like we'd get sued if we say anything.
It's pretty full on.
Bit dodge.
Yeah. Oh, look, I don't know. I can't comment. I don't
She's
know.
a very smart woman. That's my only...
I think so too. She
you know.
plays it well, but I don't know.
Yep.
I can't.
I mean, I
comment.
can totally understand, and there seems to be a current theme because I've switched over to the new season of Orange County, which Heather Dubrow's back in.
Orange County. Oh yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, she is
And
back in. I
there's
saw.
a lot of
Yeah.
people getting divorced, and I know they're talking about how there's a lot of financials that have been hidden, and I was like, I can understand that. Like,
About Erica, they brought it up in that.
yeah, like how did
Oh.
you not know?
Oh.
You know, and I mean, I don't know everything. I've got a kind of an idea, but yeah, I could understand.
Yeah.
But I still think she was smart enough.
Yeah. I don't know.
You know, interesting. Watch this space.
Yeah.
What else have you been watching?
Okay, I have been watching Tinder Swindle.
Yeah, I saw that. I've never heard of it.
What? Okay, you're going to
What?
go home,
On what platform?
Netflix,
Oh,
and you're going
sorry, my
to
stomach's
watch it.
rumbling. That's not
That's
a
right.
fart.
You're go-
It could be, but it's not.
You're going to watch it. It's about this con man guy
Okay.
who was on Tinder, and all his
Is it
Instagram.
a true story?
True story.
Okay.
Like full on, you see him.
But is it it's like a it's like doco.
The best show.
Wow.
It's a documentary.
Okay.
So he's like flaunts all this wealth, like
Yep.
you know, flashy cars, private jets, holidays, and then he gets on Tinder and he meets these ladies and acts like he's all rich. But then somehow convinced them that they're rich. Like he's part of this very wealthy diamond company family.
Right.
You know, he photoshops his photos into like family shots. Yeah, it's full on. Anyway, by the end of it, he swindles all this money from the girls. It ended up being all up something like 10 million, 5 million or
Well,
something.
now he is rich.
But no, what he does is he just chases his own tail. So he will take from one girl, then spend that money on the next girl, take
Wow.
from that girl, spend the money. So he's just kind
Wow,
of going
just-
around.
Oh my
He's
gosh.
full on psycho.
Well, yeah.
You need to watch it.
So how many episodes?
It's just one story.
Right. Okay. I'm going to do that tonight.
It's really good.
I've been into Manifest.
Okay, I started that. I'm not into it yet.
It takes a while.
Okay. I
And
thought so.
I'm not really into supernatural because there's definitely a little bit of that.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I
you know,
love
it's
like
in your
aeroplane
brain,
movies.
Like, oh, that's a
Do you remember the one with Jodie Foster, Flight Plan? Like,
I don't remember that.
love it. I just love plane movies. The acting, who's the main girl? What's her name in it? I always forget. It's a little bit, there's a lot of overacting, definitely. But because they're kind of no names, like they're not people that we've sort of known before. But I think it's actually been out for a while because I think it was on Foxtel or some HBO or something like that.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
it's
yeah.
now come over to Netflix. So I flogged that pretty hard. I think it was 4 seasons. And I did start to get into it. But it just,
Manifest.
Yeah.
Everyone loves it. Anyone?
it's good, but it's one of those things where it's a bit like Sex and the City, and then every episode it was like something so unbelievable was happening.
Yeah.
It's like,
yeah.
I think there needs to be more character development and a break from these super
Yeah.
weird events and
Like, you know, she hears stuff in her head. I'm like, no, that just needs medication. It's not.
well, that too.
I don't know.
But
I don't
yeah,
know. I'll,
it's
I'll keep
good.
watching it because everyone
I
says it's
pushed through
good.
a little bit.
Yeah.
You do get more invested in it, but yeah.
Okay. Did you
else?
watch? Oh my god! Do you know Cristiano Ronaldo, the soccer
Well,
player?
yes.
I think I told you about this one.
Yes.
His wife has like this reality show, and I started watching. I thought, you know, I love a bit of the, you know,
Yeah.
trashy stuff. I
Yeah.
can watch, you know, their lifestyle. They're rich. I can pretend for a little bit.
Yeah.
It is the worst thing I've ever seen.
What's it called?
I think her name's Georgina. I think it's just called Georgina.
Oh, of course it
You know,
is.
like
Yep.
Prince. It is
You did
like
not just draw a parallel to Prince.
no, but you know, Madonna. No, it is so weird. It's basically all her friends getting up, being interviewed,
Yeah.
saying she's such a good person. She's the best mum. She even Jimmy started. I'm
Maybe
like,
they're on the books. Maybe they're getting paid.
that's what it
for
looks
sure.
like. I go to Jimmy, can you just watch this for a little bit? And he was laughing because every time someone got on, all they would say is, she's such a good person. She's beautiful. She does charity work. She loves her family. That's all it was about.
So they must just have so much money. They're putting all the, they can just pay for the whole.
You don't
because
understand.
surely-
Like they are so
Is she got a
obviously wealthy.
big Instagram presence or
Huge.
Right.
Well, he's the most followed.
Yeah.
So
oh, of course. Yeah.
she's not. She's like in the millions.
She is. Wow.
I'll find it actually, and everyone can have a look.
There was another one you put on there, and I actually started.
The girl in the
Yes, it's got a super long title.
Georgina Rodriguez, her name is 34.1 million, and she's beautiful. Don't get me wrong. And you know, I loved watching. Look, if you can see that, pretty. Like, you know, nice. She's got pregnant now with twins. She's got 4
Natural
kids
or-
already. Yeah, she's only 28.
Yeah, but why wouldn't you if you could have 55 nannies?
Exactly. Anyway, I just found it really. It's fun to watch. I love seeing the
How old is she?
28.
Oh, sorry, you just said that. 28, and they've already got.
4.
They've got 4, so this will make it 6.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, that. But then the next one, is this what you're talking about? The woman in the house
Yes,
across the
with,
street from the girl in
what's
the
her name?
window? Kristen Bell. Kristen
Yes,
Bell, whatever
Kristen
it is.
Bell.
Weird. Have you seen it?
Well, no, because I like that kind of. I like thrillers and kind of.
No, but
psychological-
it's
But I
like-
saw the short, for like the the little
Yeah.
preview thing you get, and I was like, oh, this looks alright. And I started it, and I was like, I just fell asleep.
No, watch it.
Oh,
Watch it still to the end.
summarize it. What's the? It's a thriller. It's a thriller.
It's weird. I can't explain it because it's going to give it away. But
Okay.
basically, she is in like some kind of depression because she's lost her daughter and husband. You think that they've died. Well, one has, and you think the other one has. Anyway, please, I'm not going to say it because
Okay.
it'll
All
give it
right.
away. But
I'll
it's
persist.
weird. And towards the end, you're like, what the? Like,
Because she's never really done anything like that. She always
no,
seems
I
to do
thought
like
it
the
was a bit of a
rom-coms
comedy
and
by the
Yeah.
thing. No, it's weird.
super wordy.
You'd have
Woman across the street, in the window, down the hallway. I don't know.
Yeah, like the minute she goes into rain, she falls on the floor. Like it's like it affects. I don't know. It's bizarre.
Oh yeah, I started to fall asleep in that bit. I'm trying to think what else. Kathy Hilton.
Yeah, I'm trying to think what else I've
Oh,
watched.
tell me you've watched Squid Game.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Ozark, the new one.
Yes.
Did you finish
Started
it?
it on Monday.
Oh,
No, I'm
that's a binge.
three episodes in.
Oh yeah, that's good.
God, how good is like I wasn't a big Laura Linney fan before.
Which one's the
Ozark.
Laura Linney?
The wife.
I don't like her.
Yeah, I've never really liked her. Ever since I saw the Truman Show,
Yeah,
I was like, I hate you. You're a bitch.
I can't remember her in that.
She's part of the plan. Remember they're playing him?
Yeah,
like it's
yeah.
all it's
Yeah,
just
yeah,
a fake
yeah.
wife, and I just hated her from that. I never really loved her in other things, but then I think she's great.
I hate her. I don't like
She's
her
just
in there.
become this like she's become
She's become the big one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and
Maybe
Jason
that's the
Bateman.
thing. Yeah, you said that.
So funny. I
He-
think he's brilliant.
Again, clever.
Oh,
Very clever.
quick.
Yeah.
It's what he doesn't say. It's what
Yeah,
he doesn't
yeah,
do. It's
how he
his
says
physical,
it.
how he reacts. Just his eye, the way he moves his eyes. I'm just like, he's just
Yeah,
brilliant.
yeah.
It's great. I watched the final
I saw
season
that.
of You.
Yeah.
much.
Too much. Yeah.
I was like,
Lost it a little
the
bit.
first one you can't. I think was so
Yeah,
good.
Yeah. Even the second was pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, disappointing.
What else can we chat about? What are you laughing at?
When we talk about lockdowns and travel and everything. So I actually was listening to our episode where I was talking about Noosa. And I didn't realise I hadn't been back since we lost Charlotte.
Oh.
And I actually went back a few weeks
how
ago.
was it?
Beautiful.
Was
So
it busy?
I didn't stay in
Noosa. Hastings,
Noosa.
yeah.
I stayed in, it was like Castaways Beach. So it's kind of between Peregian and Sunshine Beach. So beautiful up there. It was quiet. It was an Airbnb, amazing place.
Food places, nice around
We
there.
didn't really go out. I was too nervous to get, COVID was just like rampant. So we kind
Are you
of
scared
just,
to get COVID?
I probably hadn't. I haven't even known, to be
Yeah.
honest. It's a miracle that I haven't had it. But yeah, a little bit. I don't want it, but I kind of
Yeah.
also know it's probably inevitable
Yeah.
that it's going to happen at some point. But yeah, I think it was just a very lay low. I didn't have the kids. It was my first kind of break. And I got 3rd-degree burns.
I saw a
So we
photo.
talked about this. You're like, are you a beach holiday person? I was like, no, because I kind of freckle, and I've sent you the photo of me naked lying on the bed.
What the hell?
Oh
you
my
were
gosh.
literally the colour of your laptop.
I should just put a photo. I should hold it up
You
to the
really
camera.
should.
It was horrific. I've never been in so much
You know, in
pain.
like 5-10 years, you're just going to be
I'm actually nervous. I feel sick when I
a
think
freckle.
about it.
You'll literally be just
Oh,
one
my back
freckle that's going
is-
to come out.
I actually feel sick when I think about it because I'm just being.
Don't you
a
hate yourself
redhead
for it
and-
after that?
Yeah, I was
I get like that.
idiot. I was literally in the sun for
Yeah.
like 45 minutes
Yeah.
and didn't have any sunscreen on. I actually put some on my arms. That's why my arms didn't burn. And I got in the water, and I think, you know, when there's a breeze and you're like, oh, it's
You
fine.
don't feel it. Yeah.
I think I remember saying, and the quote was, "Didn't you put some sunscreen on?" I was like, just want a bit of colour.
I got the
Yay,
colour.
colour
Red.
you got. You are lobster. And to a point, because I kind of had one of those cheeky bikinis on, my bum cheeks got burned. So every time they would rub on my thigh, every time I would move, I couldn't go to the toilet. I couldn't shower because
long
the
did
hot
that
water.
last?
A week. I mean, I still
Oh,
showered, but it was
gosh.
incredibly painful.
Thank
And
God
I remember
for that.
and I remember even wearing clothes. It was actually horrific. I'm an idiot. I hate myself for it. But the best thing was,
Yeah.
I started blistering.
Oh, you got to peel.
I got to peel. I am like full. Like you talk about fetish. foot fetish podcasts and accounts and things like that. I have a skin peeling fetish. Like,
Oh my God. Do you love it? So do you
But
watch
like-
people peel their feet? Have you seen those
Yes,
ones?
I do it. I used to do it to my ex. Yep, I used to peel his feet. Gross, I know. It's
That is the
disgusting.
most disgusting thing.
But I don't pop pimples. I think that's revolting.
Okay.
Ugh.
Lovely that you said that.
Yeah.
Remember how I was
Are you a
saying to
popper?
I love to pop a pimple.
Oh, on yourself, but would you pop it on someone else?
Depends.
Oh,
Okay,
no, that
but
makes
funny you
sense
say that, and I'm glad you did bring this up because remember how I was saying to you, I've got an addiction on Instagram that I've been
Yes,
watching.
I saw that. I wonder what that was.
Okay, so I have been watching this for a long time, and it started on YouTube.
Yeah.
And then I just got over it. But now it's kind of become big on Instagram, and I can't stop watching it.
What?
Pimple popping.
Ew, no.
It's gross, and I do that face like I'm like
It's
watching
the
it,
pus that makes me...
but I can't stop watching it. It's like a train wreck. Like
Have you Googled peeling?
no, I don't think I can watch that. It makes me feel a bit cringy.
I would... Mia, I made my children peel the back of my legs because I couldn't reach it. Talk about...
I don't
Mother
mind
of the
doing it
year.
on me. I can't peel someone
Oh, no, I
else's.
would peel someone else in a heartbeat.
Yuck.
So it was all under my thigh. The entire back of my thighs peeled twice.
You're like a snake.
Yeah.
Like shedding its.
And I remember pulling my leg up. I'm not going to do it right now because I've got a short skirt on, but I pulling my leg up and I would just sit there and do this. And I got like a piece.
Like the
I reckon
satisfaction.
the size of like a mango. And I was just like, look at this. And my kids are like, yeah. But like the crackle it comes off when you pull it and you're like, that's a good piece.
Nah,
Oh my
nah.
God, I'm obsessed.
I can't do that, but pimples I can watch.
So that was the one good thing about burning to a crisp. I
Great.
got to peel. I was like, yes.
I would
Finally.
not encourage you to do that
I've
again.
still got the most, I've got the worst tan lines
Do you
on my
too?
back. Can you see it? There's like a little squiggle. Me, it's like, it looks like a little pigtail.
Yeah, like there.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
And like down there.
How were your bathers?
Oh, it was just
Well,
like
then like that.
it was like a string bikini. It was like a bikini, but it was like just the cord. So now I've got this weird little
On the
cord.
back, oh my God, gotcha.
So it looks like a little pigtail.
yeah.
Great. Anyway, that was my visit to Noosa.
It's nice. I'm desperate to get away.
Yeah, it was really nice. I was only for
Desperate.
4 days. I went to Brisbane. Brisbane's beautiful. Yeah, I had a really nice time.
Nice.
So that was my little mini holiday. Because I did take the kids up by myself. So we went up to see my cousins
I remember.
at Christmas time. And the night before we left, they texted me to say that their son had been exposed to COVID and now they're doing a test. I literally went up there to see them. We were supposed to be staying with them. So the night before I had to book a hotel,
Oh.
New Year's Eve. So the most expensive night of the year. I'm like, great, this is fucking great. And then ended up finding somewhere...
Should have just stayed at the airport and did a little
What?
party
No,
there.
the airport hotel was booked because I thought, oh, well, the test will come back in the next 2 days. Like, it's fine.
yeah,
it's
yeah,
2
yeah,
days, and
yeah.
we can spend the rest of the time with them. Do you know when their test came back?
I think I remember it was like
As I
towards
was
the end.
landing into
Yeah.
Melbourne.
I remember. you
My
saying
phone went off, and I was like, negative. And I was like, fuck. So anyway, that was that. But
That's really annoying.
went to the Gold Coast. Stayed in Broadbeach at the
Yeah,
start. Broadbeach is nice. It's becoming a bit more popular now and a bit too like
Yeah. God, the last
young,
time I went to
annoying
Broadbeach.
kids who annoy me.
Yeah.
And then we actually stayed in Surface, which I don't love Surface, but it's doable for 2 or 3 days, especially with the kids, and the weather was terrible. There was a cyclone,
yeah, yeah.
as you know.
Add that to the mix.
Yep, just had that. So beach was lots of fun, but we basically went to Time Zone every day, and Mia's like, that was the best holiday ever.
So you just have
And I
to
was
go to time zone.
You know, there's Time Zone in Melbourne. It's
No,
not
don't
like
tell her that.
no, I
It's
took
only in
them. I went all the way to Clayton to take them to Time
Aw,
Zone.
they should've
so
loved
they
it.
loved it. But I'm really good. But then I got really competitive, like with the basketball. I'm like, no, I'll get more tickets because I can get them in. Me, it's like, Mum,
It's my go.
it's my holiday too.
Yes,
God damn it.
Yes.
So I think we just ate chips every single night for dinner. That's what
Love
you do
it.
on a holiday, right?
Yeah.
The kids just won't
Yeah,
eat
ice
anything
cream,
else.
chips.
So we just did a lot of room service, a lot of robes.
I love that.
That was fun.
We're hitting near the 1 hour mark.
We literally are up
already.
to like our three
Yeah.
dot.
We've got a guest coming in
gonna have to
in
do a part
25
2.
minute. So, what?
I have to say something important.
Oh, no, you tell me. Go.
Can I jump into?
Yeah, because nothing. What?
Guess what I did? Actually,
I
don't.
wouldn't
say
be
it out
able
loud.
to. Go.
I listened to another podcast. One of your recommendations,
I saw it.
Dying for Sex.
Tell me now, what do you think?
Amazing. I started listening to it on a walk. I literally, and I say literally, you say literally a lot, by the way.
I
listening
literally
to
do.
Mine's correct. I was listening to it the other day and I was like,
I even
says
type it
literally
a lot. I even type
but
that
it's a great word.
It's a good word.
I listened to it so much that when I had a shower that night, I put it on my boom, like my
To hear
Bluetooth
it.
speaker, left the shower door open so I could still listen to it.
It's the
I
best.
smashed it out in one day.
Yeah.
So good. And you know what? They remind me of us a little bit.
Yeah, there's
because
one
they're
like-
friends
Yeah, yeah.
and they're very different.
One's a bit
You're
kind of-
Nikki.
Yeah.
I'm Molly,
prude.
the lunatic. But,
But how good is it?
they just spoke beautifully.
And how sad is it at the end?
Just so sad. But I did find it a bit odd that, and because of course we don't really know what it was like in those last, it kind of just ended.
Yes.
I didn't feel there was spoken that
Yeah.
it
But
was
you don't know what
last-
she was going through. Maybe it was
Yeah.
kind of a thing where.
But you know she's carried it on.
Yes.
So it's now called Living for...
I remember. I didn't get into the second.
I didn't love it. So it was all about COVID, like the first lockdown globally,
Yeah.
and how people thrived or didn't thrive as couples,
Yeah.
and how people would date and things like that. So yeah, I think it's nice that she's kept it going. Her voice kind of annoys me a little bit,
Yeah.
Nikki. It's that
Yeah.
really twangy American.
Well, you just said
whiny.
I remind you of.
No.
her.
Just like the
I know
the-
what you're
the-
saying.
you know, the dynamic
Yeah, yeah.
and her just kind of sitting back and going, "This chick is out of control."
Love it.
But yeah, they were beautiful. They had a really
It's a really good one.
beautifully spoken.
Yeah.
Molly was really interesting.
Yeah.
Quite a sad story
How
about
funny
her mum.
was it where she was doing the guy in the car, and what happened again? It was just
The way he ejaculated. Because it's really good. You actually have to listen because it's not actually like
No.
some dirty, even though it's called dying for sex, I think it,
No,
it
no, no, no.
insinuates that it's some
No.
like filthy thing, but it's actually not. She's actually dying. She's
Yeah.
got stage 4 breast cancer. But
it's really really good.
they actually get some of the guys that she had these rendezvous with on. And I thought that made it really
love that,
good.
yeah.
So that added another kind of level.
Yeah.
But I do listen to Louis Theroux.
Oh, I love him. I listen to all.
Listen to a
Yeah,
few of
he's great.
those.
You have to get on to, and I've told you many
Esther
times.
Perel. I feel like it's too deep for me at the moment. I'm probably not in the right.
I think you would love it.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
You say that all the time. You never listen.
Yeah, I know. I'm like, just give me another year. I'm a slow burner.
No, it's really.
Well, I thought you should be proud of me for doing.
I
two that you
am. I think it's
recommended.
great.
So that's all I've got now. But
I think it's
There
really
you go.
good. Beautiful.
what's our next point? We've got to power through now.
Beauty.
Oh, we've done Barantini.
Yeah, that was
That was a
early.
whole point in and of itself. We've got to come back to restaurants. But yeah, beauty.
Oh no, you can go
Tell
restaurant.
me. No.
Nothing. I was just going to say. No. You can go restaurants. Don't worry
Is your
about
hair all real?
it. My hair's all real. This is all real. But during lockdown,
Actually, I saw that on your. What were you talking about? Hair loss.
hair loss. Don't you remember when you have your baby?
Oh, of course, but that's more from the hairline.
No, it's your
Oh.
whole head.
I noticed it around my hairline.
Because that's where you see it grow back. But it actually grows through your whole head.
Right.
Didn't you ever get spikes up here?
Yes, I still do.
It's your whole
a little
head.
bit.
But I felt like I was getting alopecia.
It was like chunks.
heaps.
Wow.
It was so much hair that I lost. And, and I have this phobia. It's funny because Jimmy has it too. And now I think we've passed it on to William.
Oh no, what?
Hair.
In the
All of us.
I
us
don't really
three.
have much hair. I don't know what.
But maybe because yours is so light. Oh, no, you would see it. No, it was like
But
disgusting.
I remember it used to be. Yeah, it doesn't gross me out.
It grosses all of us, even William now. He's like, there's a hair.
Oh.
If it's a wet hair somewhere, I feel like throwing up.
Did you have to pull it out the drain?
Jimmy did. I can't do it. It's
So
disgusting.
what are
And
you doing for it?
Nothing. It's stopped. And now
Right.
he's grown back.
What can I say? And I don't normally like giving brands
Yeah.
shout outs and everything, but I remember.
JS Health?
Yeah, I did the JS vitamins.
I can't do it because I'm breastfeeding.
Right. Okay.
I
Well, I
read their
did that
thing.
and that. But remember I said to you, I think it made me bruise a lot.
Yeah.
And I remember someone writing, because I put it up on my social media, and someone actually said something to do with the amount of iron in it. And I did notice when I stopped it, because I'm not a bruiser, like you
Yeah.
have to hit me pretty hard
Yeah.
to bruise. And I would just tap things, and I had bruises all over my legs, and it looked gross. That, and I used the Kerastars
I love
Initialize
Kerastase. Yeah.
on my head. And then I also used their, whatever, they're all like French, I can't even, their repair.
Croissant.
Yeah. Yes. But it was green, like a really nice aquamarine greeny
Oh,
colour.
yeah.
And it was just their repair,
Yeah.
so for breakage and things like that. So I used a combination of all of them.
Yeah.
Amazing. My hair has never, ever grown faster. So
Oh, I'll try
I would
it.
recommend those.
I just can't take the vitamins, but yeah, I will try the
Yeah.
rest.
Yeah. There you go. What else do we have? Restaurants.
Restaurants go.
So I was listening to our Q&A the other day about people asking us where we go. And this would have probably been even way before, probably a year ago, I
Yeah.
reckon we did that episode. And you talked about your favourite restaurant, Kasume.
And
which
you've
we
been
went
like
to-
about 20,000
We went
times
together
before.
for the
Yeah,
first time
yes.
just before you gave birth.
It was.
And now I've been about 480 times. So love it.
I love it. It's beautiful.
It's super expensive.
Mm-hmm.
Their lychee cocktail, the martini.
I
or
couldn't
think
drink.
it might be gin.
When I was with you, I wasn't drinking.
Oh my God. I think it's like $28, but it is
Worth
like
it?
silk in your mouth because I'm not a big gin person.
Oh, I don't.
But
I
it's
could have been
kind
in
of
the mood.
like lychee and violet and it's just incredible.
Actually, you
it's
ordered
like
that
liquid
when
silk.
Yeah,
with you.
yeah. With a nice ice cube in
Yes,
it.
that big square thing. So that's beautiful. And remember you loved the crunchy tuna dish.
Yes.
I now recommend that to everyone that comes some
Yeah, it's nice
guru,
though.
but it's beautiful.
So
It's a bit spicy.
Yes.
And then the ball, the truffle,
Oh,
the Wagyu
that was
truffle
good.
ball with that mayonnaise. I was just like licking it off
Yeah.
the bowl.
Yeah.
It is incredible.
Delicious.
My recommendation would be if you do go, request to sit downstairs.
That's where we went.
It's black.
Yeah, it's
Upstairs
nicer.
it's red.
Yeah.
I'm so anti-red.
Yeah.
But it's just, I don't know, it's much nicer downstairs.
It feels more casual upstairs, and
Yeah.
downstairs feels a bit more fancier.
And it's black and it's
Yeah.
just a beautiful setup. So I would definitely recommend Kasume. You know where else I've tried? And I actually said it in this episode. When the SP reopened, Maya Tiger,
Yeah.
so
I've
good.
never been.
You'd love it. You
Oh.
would actually love it.
Is it like Asian food?
Yep, it's
Yeah,
like a
I'd
Thai
love it.
influence, but it's like a
I'd
little
love
bit of
that.
a like lamb spring rolls
Yeah.
with this beautiful mint sauce, which you probably wouldn't think would go well, but it's
Oh, lamb
incredible.
and mint go really well.
Yes, but in like a spring roll, like it was. I
Oh,
was a bit like,
okay.
"What?"
Yeah.
But yeah, it was beautiful. Yeah, highly recommend. We should do that one night.
What does sour cream jalapeno bacon?
Oh, so you know snacks that change your life, like Meredith and Khala. I am now into
Bagels.
bagels with cream cheese.
Yeah, I like
not
that.
sour. I don't know why I wrote sour cream. Cream cheese and jalapenos
Just those two.
and salt and pepper.
Smoked salmon.
I did try that. No, just cream cheese and jalapeno. Oh my gosh, I think that's why I put on weight this week because I've had like
Bagels
2
are
a day.
quite fattening.
Are they?
Mm-hmm. I didn't know. Someone told me that like it's really fat. And I was like, I don't care.
Oh, see, I was never really into bagels,
I
but
like bagels.
delicious. Maybe I should get the dark rye ones or something.
I don't think it makes a difference. I don't think it's that, and it's also the cream cheese and
Well, I got a light version. Oh, I wonder why I was a bit tubby this week.
it's all the bagels.
Because I've had like 4 bagels a day. Anyway,
Oh, that is so funny.
have you been back to Scopity?
No, we went to book. Jimmy and I went to book, and they were fully booked out.
That's because our podcast, and you told
Of course,
everybody.
everyone's
it's-
going.
That's
down.
where it is.
No, it's like a little institution where if you know about it,
Yes.
it's one of those. And I
Yep.
reckon too, they've got their regulars that they'll always look up, which is fine. It's
Yep.
but it's kind of a bit of a treasure.
You know where I do want to go because they've just moved the new Entrecote. It looks incredible. Have you seen?
No, but I would
pictures of
love to
it?
go. We should because
All right,
I
well,
want to
let's do
go.
it.
I actually went to the opening of Who Is Miss Frankie's. Do you know the one in
Oh.
Cremorne?
No.
There's one in Cremorne. It's an Italian, beautiful food.
Yeah.
And they've just opened up. I know the girls, and they've
Yeah.
just opened up in Carlton. You know Faraday Street?
Yes.
Remember there was that old bakery?
Oh my gosh, they have the most amazing coffee place there. There's a little place called Faraday's.
Oh, whereabouts?
Like it runs behind Smith Street in Fitzroy. So it must be named after the street because there's no coincidence that's around that area, which is right near Cremorne.
No. So this
Oh.
one is in Carlton, Faraday Street in Carlton.
Yeah, well, so Fitzroy is like runs on the border of Carlton.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then you said Smith Street.
Oh,
Is
it's
it near
in the
s-
middle. It runs
Oh.
behind it. But yeah, there's a Faraday's place there
Ah.
in near Johnson Street.
Don't know
I
that one.
used to go and get my coffee from all the time.
I know.
Beautiful.
What you're
Anyway, sorry, I digress.
Yeah, so this one is on Faraday Street off
Yep.
Lygon Street.
Yep.
there used to be a big bakery. Do you remember there was like a big kind of, oh my God. Okay, anyway, they've opened up there.
Yep.
When I tell you this place, you would love the fit out.
Okay.
It is very pink, lots of pink. No,
Ooh.
it's stunning. It's just beautiful.
Well, let's
They've
do
got
that too.
pink kind of marble. Yeah,
So
beautiful.
is it lunches and dinners, or like cafe, or is it like a?
I think it's more lunch and dinner.
Yep.
But beautiful. You can actually watch them make the pasta because they
Oh,
make it
wow.
all
Oh,
there.
beautiful.
Yeah, stunning. So we went to their opening the other day and it was really nice.
All right, fancy pants.
But I love girls like, good on them.
Yeah.
2 girls doing it.
Yeah,
They've opened
especially
up 2
now
things.
after
Yeah.
everything that's just happened in the last 2 years
So
with
amazing.
hospitality.
Yeah.
I did see it, and I haven't been yet, but it's called Everybody Loves a Ginger.
Where's that?
I don't know. I think it's in the city. Oh, so
Let's have a look.
I don't know if people, because I don't post on my other Instagram anymore, but I dyed my hair red.
I remember you sent it to me. I liked it.
It lasted 8 days.
As in, you went back just to change
Well,
it?
I just think my whole life I've been trying to hide who I am and how I look because of how I grew up. And, you know, I think my dad told me when I was like 7 that I wasn't his child because I had red hair. So just messed up shit, right? And then I think my whole life I dyed my hair, I wore a lot of makeup, all that sorts of things. And I think my mum used to say it was my mask. And I think then what happened was it would become this thing of you'd then get attention and you took that as a positive reinforcement for looking that way.
Yeah,
So I
yeah.
never felt beautiful
Yeah.
without it.
Yeah, yeah.
And recently I think...
Because they were giving you attention where you would never get it from your dad before
subconsciously
that.
I'm like,
yeah.
oh, well, so this is why I'm loved by men now, is because I look like this. And not necessarily, because the decent guys that I've been with actually prefer me with no makeup
Yep.
and no fake tan
Yes, yeah.
and less of that. And I think, whereas like Richard quite encouraged that, you know, the faker the better, which I kind of liked because I liked
you
doing
liked
it,
was what
right?
you want yeah.
But yeah, so I thought, you know, a few months ago, I was like, you know, this is the new me. I'm by myself. It's a challenge because it scares me. And I did
I've
it.
always said to you,
Yeah.
I've loved you without it. And remember, even your freckles, because I love your freckles.
Yeah.
And I'm like, we have to do a photo shoot without anything.
know.
We haven't, never, but I reckon.
I'm getting better,
yeah.
to be honest. Like in the last few months,
Yeah.
I've just felt more secure and I'm definitely wearing less makeup. Not today because I'm so tired, but I'm wearing less makeup.
Yeah.
I've been wearing less fake tan and feeling good about it and okay about it. Like I never used to leave the house without makeup.
Well, after your burns, you don't need a tan.
Exactly. I was like, oh, perfect. I'll go a slight caramel. So I went and dyed it, but I didn't love the colour that it went because this is the problem with red hair. I feel like if it's not your natural colour,
It's a
it just
wrong
looks
tone.
fake.
Yeah, yeah,
It's a
yeah.
wrong tone.
Yeah.
And it was very red. It wasn't like an orange, whereas I'm more of that orangey strawberry blonde.
Yeah, yeah.
And I think I felt like I just looked like a stripper.
But even now, it's still got a tone of,
No, this is just dirty fake tan. I need to have a shower.
that's the tone.
Yep, it's the
Yeah,
sweat
yeah.
from going to the gym all week. But yeah, I freaked out. I cried when it first came off. I literally burst into tears. And I kept saying to my hairdresser, I'm like, it's not your fault. Like, I wanted this. It's just a lot.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And I didn't feel beautiful. I didn't feel... Yeah, it was a really interesting 8 days. And then I booked in to get it stripped. And she said, I only put a semi in because I knew you'd be back.
Of course, she's clever.
Very clever. So she stripped it back, and I actually really liked I didn't think I saw you in that time. The colour that it went was like a really beautiful strawberry blonde. I
Like a
actually quite
peachy
liked
colour?
it, like a peachish.
Yeah.
And then she stripped it back again, and then I went almost blonder than what I was before.
Yeah, yeah,
So it's
yeah.
growing out a bit now.
Yeah.
But that's my natural colour.
Why don't you just
I think I'm going to leave it.
leave it and just do like fine kind of, if you want to,
Or just maybe
Blend it.
around the face, like
that's
highlight.
it. Leave it. It's beautiful. Go down, show me. Yeah, I really like it. Mind
You
you,
can get
it's
in
all
there.
stiff now with all dry shampoo.
Do
You'll
not
be
light
like-
a match. Well, this room will just, light up.
No, it's really nice.
But yeah, I thought that was good, right? It was like my tattoo. It was sort of like I've always been so safe
Yeah.
and controlled, and I think I was in a relationship that then enabled that to
Yeah.
continue. And I'm kind of finding now, it sounds really lame, but at 35, I'm trying to, what do I actually like?
Yeah. Because
I
you're
think I
your own
thought I knew what I
person.
liked. I liked being that trophy wife, so to speak, done up,
yeah.
looking a certain way, going to nice restaurants, that cliche
Yeah.
lifestyle. And I do like all those things, but
On your
now I
terms.
would just prefer to go to a pub
Yeah.
and eat dinner wherever,
Yeah.
as long as I'm happy. because I found out, and I never thought it before. I was never shallow. I liked having nice things. I liked living in a nice house and all those nice things and not having to worry about money. I was very grateful and lucky for all of that. But it doesn't make you happy. Really doesn't. And I do worry about money now and what will happen in the settlement and how my life will look. But I don't really
You'll
care.
cross that when it comes. Don't even.
But
like,
I don't really
no.
care. Because I've now
Happiness is-
had,
yeah.
you know, people
Yeah.
and things that make me happy, really happy. I don't think I've ever been happier. And I've had people say it to me. They're like, I know you're going through so much shit, but I've never seen you this
Because it's
relaxed
you.
and happy and you.
Yeah.
You know, it's,
Yeah.
I don't know. I think a lot of women would go through this, that, you know, after, especially with little kids and separations and things like that.
She's here.
Okay. Our next guest is here. But yeah, there you go, red hair.
Sorry to.
I think I'd like another tattoo as well.
Oh, you've started. You've got the tattoo thing. I
I
don't think
do.
I don't have one. I don't.
Come
I
with
think-
me.
Nah, I'm too like scared. I know
Get a
the second I
pineapple, a
get
matching
it,
pineapple or something.
I'll regret it. The second I get it, I'll be like,
I forget mine's even there because I don't really see it.
yeah.
Like it's down next to my boob. I don't really.
I don't know. I just don't have that. I love them. Don't get me wrong. It's-
Yeah.
I see. So I can really appreciate
Yeah.
a beautiful tattoo, but I just.
Yep. All right.
I remember listening to I think she's here. What's that thing called? The Kardashians. And do you remember when Kim goes, "You never see a sticker on a Ferrari"? Because they were talking about tattoos, and she goes,
I don't get it.
like, you'll
Wait.
never see a sticker on a Ferrari, like a bumper bar sticker on a Ferrari. It's like
Oh,
putting
like
a thing, yeah. Because I was
On
talking
an
about
elegant
tattoos.
girl. Oh, so I'm trash, am I?
No,
Okay.
no, I
Basically.
actually really love it. I like the look of it.
Um,
All right.
we can come back to those things another time.
Yeah.
There's actually like about 6 points that we didn't get through, but that's standard.
Because we've got someone now coming on who it's going to be a really sad
Yes.
one, but funny enough, I think it's something very common. Well, it is common. So stay
Yep.
tuned.
Good
That's
to be back.
Great to be back on the tools.
Yeah.
But till next time.
Bye.
Bye.